Summer parties often leave vegans feeling stuck with the same boring fruit platters. But what if your dessert table could be the talk of the barbecue? Today's secret ingredient swaps will surprise even your non-vegan friends. Stick around. These treats are easier than you think. Picture creamy, dreamy desserts without a drop of dairy. Each recipe is packed with bright, seasonal flavors that scream sunshine. No one will believe these are 100% plant-based. Let's make your next gathering unforgettable with desserts that wow. Let's kick things off with the ultimate summer refresher, creamy coconut mango popsicles. These are the perfect way to cool down on a hot day while keeping things totally plant-based. Just blend ripe mango with coconut milk until smooth, pour into molds, and freeze. The coconut milk adds this rich, velvety texture that makes them feel indulgent. A little lime zest stirred in brightens everything up for that perfect tropical vibe. If mango isn't your thing, swap in peaches or pineapple for a different fruity twist. One bite and you'll feel like you're lounging on a beach somewhere. But if you're craving something with a little crunch, I've got just the thing. Next up, these no-bake chocolate almond energy bites that taste like dessert but pack a protein punch. They're ideal for when you need a sweet pick-me-up at a summer picnic or BBQ. Just pulse almonds, dates, cocoa powder, and a splash of almond butter in a food processor. Roll the mixture into little balls, then coat them in shredded coconut or crushed nuts. They firm up in the fridge in about an hour. No oven required. For a nut-free version, sunflower seeds work just as well as almonds. These are so satisfying, you will not believe they're actually good for you. Now, let's move on to something a little more decadent. These raspberry chia pudding parfaits are as pretty as they are delicious. They make an elegant yet effortless dessert for summer dinner parties. Just mix chia seeds with almond milk and let them thicken overnight. Layer the pudding with fresh raspberries and a drizzle of maple syrup. Top it off with crunchy granola for the perfect contrast of textures. Swap the raspberries for strawberries or blueberries if you prefer. Every spoonful is creamy, fruity, and just sweet enough. But if you're in the mood for something with a little more zing, keep watching. Hey, before you scroll away, let me ask you something real quick. If you're enjoying these vegan dessert ideas, drop a comment below, tell me which one you're making first, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a recipe. Seriously, we got so many more tasty, allergy-friendly dishes coming your way. Oh, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It helps our little community grow. Stick around because the next recipe is just as good as this one. Trust me, you will not want to miss it. Alright, back to the deliciousness. Let's keep going. Say hello to lemon blueberry ice cream, your new favorite dairy-free treat. It's like ice cream but made entirely from frozen bananas and fresh fruit. Blend frozen bananas with lemon juice and blueberries until smooth and creamy. The tart lemon balances the sweetness of the bananas and berries perfectly. Serve it straight from the blender for a soft serve texture. If blueberries aren't in season, blackberries or raspberries work great too. It's so refreshing, you'll want to make it all summer long. Now, let's switch gears to something with a little more crunch. These salted caramel pecan clusters are dangerously addictive. They're the perfect bite-sized treat to set out at parties or pack for road trips. Toast pecans until fragrant, then coat them in a sticky date-based caramel. Sprinkle with flaky sea salt for that sweet and salty magic. Let them cool on parchment paper until they're perfectly crisp. Swap pecans for walnuts or almonds if you want to mix it up. One bite and you'll be hooked on that rich, buttery flavor. Up next, we're keeping things light and fruity. Last but not least, this watermelon mint sorbet is summer in a bowl. It's the ultimate way to enjoy watermelon when you want something extra special. Blend juicy watermelon with fresh mint and a squeeze of lime. Freeze the mixture, stirring occasionally to keep it fluffy. The result is a light, icy treat that melts in your mouth. Add a splash of coconut water for extra hydration if you like. It's so refreshing you'll want to make it all season. And trust me, we're just getting started with these summer desserts. Let's cool off with this vibrant peach basil sorbet. It's like summer in a bowl. It's the perfect light dessert when you want something refreshing but still full of flavor. Just blend ripe peaches with a touch of maple syrup, fresh basil, and a squeeze of lemon. The basil adds this subtle herbal note that makes the peaches taste even sweeter. Freeze it until firm, then scoop into pretty glasses for serving. If peaches aren't in season, frozen ones work just as well. It's the kind of dessert that makes everyone pause and say, wow, what's in this? And speaking of wow factor desserts, let's talk about these coconut lime tartlets are little bites of tropical heaven. They're great for parties because they look fancy but come together so easily. A crunchy almond date crust holds a creamy filling made with coconut milk, lime zest, and a hint of agave. The lime cuts through the richness, making each bite perfectly balanced. Top them with toasted coconut flakes for extra texture. For a nut-free version, swap the almond crust for sunflower seed flour. They're so bright and zesty, they'll disappear from the dessert table fast. Now, if you love creamy textures, you'll want to take your cooking game to the next level, I got you covered. Over at www.healthybitestribe.com, you'll find our AI recipe generator. Just plug in what you've got, and boom, dinner's sorted. Plus, our meal planner helps you stay organized without the stress. Save your favorite recipes, share them with friends, and even tweak them to fit your dietary needs. It's like having a kitchen assistant who totally gets you. And the best part, it's all free and super easy to use. No complicated steps, just good food made simple. Check it out when you get a chance. Your future self will thank you. This vanilla bean panna cotta is silky, dreamy, and totally dairy-free. It's an elegant dessert that feels special but only takes minutes to prep. Coconut cream and agar-agar create that perfect jiggle without gelatin. A quick berry compote, just simmered strawberries and raspberries, adds a sweet tart contrast. Serve it in small jars or glasses for a pretty layered look. Swap the berries for mango puree if you want a tropical twist. It's the kind of dessert that makes you feel like you're at a fancy cafe. And for something with a little crunch, let's move on, too. These chocolate-dipped banana bites are the ultimate easy crowd pleaser. They're like mini ice cream treats but way simpler to make. Slice bananas, dip them in melted dark chocolate, and sprinkle with crushed nuts or coconut. Freeze until firm, and they turn into these creamy, chocolatey bites. The best part? You can customize the toppings, try crushed pretzels or dried raspberries. Use sunflower seed butter for a nut-free chocolate coating. Kids and adults alike go crazy for these. They're fun, nostalgic, and just sweet enough. Now, let's shift gears to something a little more unexpected. Don't knock it till you try it. This avocado key lime mousse is unreal. It's rich, velvety, and packed with bright citrus flavor. Blend ripe avocados with lime juice, a touch of maple syrup, and a splash of coconut milk. The result is this luxuriously smooth mousse that no one will guess is vegan. Chill it for an hour to let the flavors meld. Add a pinch of turmeric for a vibrant yellow hue if you like. It's the kind of dessert that surprises people in the best way. And finally, for a dessert that's as pretty as it is delicious, these lavender lemonade bars are like sunshine and flowers in dessert form. They're perfect for garden parties or any time you want a floral touch. A buttery oak crust holds a tangy lemon filling infused with a hint of lavender. Just a little culinary lavender goes a long way. It's fragrant but not overpowering. Dust them with powdered sugar for a delicate finish. Swap the lavender for rosewater if you prefer a different floral note. They're sweet, tart, and just a little bit fancy. Total Instagram-worthy treats. And with that, we've got even more summer-ready desserts coming up next. If you're craving something icy and refreshing but don't want to fuss with an ice cream maker, this strawberry basil granita is your answer. It's the perfect light dessert for hot summer days, just sweet enough with a hint of herbal freshness. All you do is blend ripe strawberries with a little maple syrup and fresh basil, then freeze the mixture. Every hour or so, you scrape it with a fork to create those gorgeous fluffy ice crystals. The texture ends up somewhere between a slushy and shaved ice, totally irresistible. If you're not a fan of basil, mint or lemon zest would be just as delicious here. People go crazy for this because it feels fancy but takes almost zero effort. Now, let's move on to something creamy and dreamy. No blender required. Cooking is always better when you've got friends cheering you on, right? That's why our Healthy Bites Tribe community is the best place to connect with fellow food lovers. Over at www.healthybitestribe.com, you'll find people just like you, making allergy-friendly meals, sharing tips, and celebrating wins. Whether you're new to plant-based eating or a seasoned pro, there's a spot for you here. Need motivation? Our community chat is full of encouragement and fresh ideas. Plus, you'll never feel alone in your food journey. We're all in this together. Come join us and see how much fun cooking can be when you've got a tribe behind you. Let's make delicious happen one recipe at a time. This cashew vanilla cheesecake dip is the ultimate crowd pleaser for your next summer gathering. It's rich, creamy, and tastes just like cheesecake but without any dairy or fuss. Soaked cashews blend up with coconut cream, vanilla, and a touch of lemon juice for that classic tang. Once it's smooth and fluffy, you can serve it with fresh fruit, graham crackers, or even pretzels for a sweet salty twist. The best part? It comes together in minutes and looks gorgeous in a big bowl with berries on the side. For a nut-free version, sunflower seeds work just as well. Just soak them the same way. Your guests will keep coming back for more, guaranteed. Next up, we're making a dessert that's as fun to eat as it is to make. These pineapple coconut snow cones are like a tropical vacation in a bowl. They're perfect for backyard parties or just treating yourself on a lazy afternoon. Frozen pineapple chunks get blitzed in a food processor until they're fluffy and snow-like. Then, you drizzle them with coconut milk and sprinkle toasted coconut flakes on top. The result is a naturally sweet, creamy, and totally refreshing dessert that feels indulgent but is actually pretty light. If you want extra flavor, a little lime zest or a dash of cinnamon takes it to the next level. Kids and adults alike will love how playful and satisfying these are. Now let's switch gears to something a little more elegant but just as easy. These matcha white chocolate truffles are the perfect bite-sized treat for when you want something a little fancy. They're great for summer because they're no-bake and keep well in the fridge. Melted coconut butter gets mixed with matcha powder and a touch of maple syrup for sweetness. Once it firms up, you roll it into little balls and dip them in melted vegan white chocolate. A sprinkle of matcha on top makes them look as good as they taste. If you don't have white chocolate, a dusting of cocoa powder works too. These are the kind of dessert that makes people say, "Wait, this is vegan?" Up next, we're keeping things cool with a creamy, dreamy treat. This Mocha almond freezer fudge is for all the chocolate lovers out there. It's rich, decadent, and stays perfectly firm straight from the freezer. No melting mess. Almond butter, cocoa powder, and a shot of espresso come together for deep, bold flavor. A little coconut oil helps it set into that perfect fudgy texture. You can slice it into squares or just eat it straight from the pan. No judgment here. Swap the almonds for sunflower seed butter if you need a nut-free version. It's the kind of dessert that feels like a cheat, but is totally guilt-free. And finally, we're ending with a dessert that's as pretty as it is delicious. These Rosewater raspberry tartlets are the perfect way to end our summer dessert lineup. They're light, floral, and just sweet enough, ideal for a fancy picnic or afternoon tea. A simple almond date crust gets pressed into mini tart pans for the base. Then, you fill them with a creamy cashew rosewater mixture and top with fresh raspberries. A drizzle of melted coconut butter gives them that gorgeous glossy finish. If rosewater isn't your thing, a splash of vanilla or orange blossom water works beautifully too. These little tarts are so elegant, they'll make any occasion feel special. And that's a wrap. Hope you found some new favorites to try this summer. And that's a wrap on these refreshing vegan desserts, perfect for your next summer gathering. I hope you're as excited to try these as I was to share them with you. If you love these recipes, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more people discover Healthy Bites Tribe. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss out on delicious, allergy-friendly recipes. Want even more kitchen magic? Head over to www.healthybitestribe.com. Our community has an AI recipe generator, meal planner, and tons of recipes to save and share. Plus, our chat is full of friendly foodies just like you. Thanks for hanging out. Now go make something amazing.